Welcome, everyone, to a special sponsor spotlight for EP Mixer 2025. I couldn't be more excited. We're kicking off the season with Vegas on April 3rd, Thursday, April 3rd, from 7 to 10 p.m. at Dave & Buster's. Get registered at epmixer.com. Now, with us today, and the CEO and founder of Lions for Security. And let's talk about Lions for Security real quick here. We got a great story, and I've gotten to know the guys. But Lions for Security, or L4S, as we go forward, is a premier security firm specializing in elite protective services for high-profile clients. It was founded 5 years ago by Vito Maria and Finn McClafferty. L4S delivers world-class security solutions with discretion, professionalism, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Finn brings decades of experience from his distinguished law enforcement career with the Beverly Hills Police Department and over 30 years in private security. L4S provides concierge-level security, offering estate protection, executive protection, and travel security. The team consists of highly trained professionals from law enforcement, government, and military personnel and backgrounds, ensuring a seamless integration of safety and hospitality. I like that part in particular. Whether at home or on the road, L4S tailors its services to meet each client's unique needs with the highest standards of confidentiality and reliability. Now, that's the company. As if that weren't good enough, we have with us today, as I mentioned, the founder and CEO of Lions for Security, Vito Maria. And I'm going to tell you about him right now. He brings over 40 years of entrepreneurial experience in business development, client relations, and strategic operations. He's known for his integrity, commitment to excellence, I think we're getting a theme here, and ability to build trusted relationships. Throughout his career, Vito has been dedicated to serving both clients and the community. If you go to his LinkedIn, you'll see that. It's very prevalent. Vito was born in New York and raised in the San Fernando Valley, where he now resides. Vito is a devoted husband and father of 2 adult daughters. He lives with his wife of over 30 years and their 2 rescue dogs. It's very California of you. He remains an active board member at the all-girls Catholic high school his daughters attended and has served on various nonprofit boards, reflecting his lifelong dedication to community involvement. Vito Maria, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your sponsorship. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Craig. We are really honored to be a part of EP Mixer, and we just got involved with you last year on a smaller sponsorship. Loved what we saw, and we really see the growth potential and the ability to get our name out there and liaison with people all over the country.
Well, and I appreciate that. I was so happy to have you part of it. The way we got introduced, I had known Finn 10, 12 years ago, and we got reintroduced, and I was so happy that we did. And I'm so glad we've gotten to know you as we've gone through this process to get you involved. And let me be specific to anybody who is now listening, is that Lions for Security is a platinum sponsor, which means they've committed to sponsoring all 4 events that we're having this year that are going to be throughout the country. So we couldn't be more grateful for their involvement and and like I said, their commitment. So, Vito, you have things to do. Let's get right into it. Let's hear about your company's mission and values. What inspired you to start Lions for Security, and what core values? And I think we touched on it a little bit. What core values drive your approach to security and executive protection?
So, the impetus for starting this is, I've been a serial entrepreneur my whole life. I was not looking to get into a business when we started this, especially one that was so labor intensive. I never thought I'd get into a business that was 100% again. So I co-founded the company with Finn, and he became available in 2020. And once I found that, he and I have known each other for over 25 years, and we've always talked business, and we are both in alignment in added value, concierge services. One word in our vocabulary of the company is no. We never tell a client no. So everything is yes, and we understand in order to be successful, in the area that we do business, which is, high profile, one percenters, corporate clients, we have to add a lot of value to it. So, knowing that philosophy and seeing his career, he is, in my opinion, the best security expert in the country in private security. And in certain areas that we do, there's nobody better. So seeing that, from a bird's eye view over the years, I thought, this is a great opportunity. He's available, I'm available. So we sat down and, we knew that we were already aligned in customer service and customer care. But the other side of the coin, this is really important. I always like to say that we are client-centric, but in order to be client-centric, you have to be employee-centric first. Happy employees make happy clients. So knowing that we both were in alignment in that area as well, we sat down, we shook hands, and we moved forward. And we thought that we could build a better mousetrap. We thought we could serve our clients better than companies. We're a boutique firm. We're a large boutique firm at this point. But I think that we do it better than other companies that we compete with in the area that we're in. We're, like I said, we deal in the very high-end clientele. We are on the larger side of the boutique area, but we are very hands-on, and we're very hand-holding. So I think that where we started and what our goals were, I think we've met and exceeded those goals in customer service, customer care, and concierge services. Obviously, the security side is very important, but on a daily basis, clients see all the other things before they see that.
Well, agreed. And how often I always make this reference of how many times you're going to have to do a J turn versus how many times you're going to have the car set at the right temperature with the right things, and just set properly every time that the client gets in the car, or what, the multitude of other duties that an executive protection specialist, agent, whatever you want to call them, has to perform, that while isn't technically protection or security, it's what like you said it, and you said it great there, what the client sees before anything else. And so, and I think that's great. And just to go back to Finn real quick, just having worked with him previously, I can second your impression and experience with Finn. He's great and has been great. And when we got on the phone last year, it was like we hadn't skipped a beat. It was awesome. So that's fantastic. Now, with all that kind of in line, you're in line with with your partner. You're both employee centric, which that's good on you for taking that approach. There has to be some success stories. Can you share anything notable that has happened, an experience, a story where your team made a significant difference for a client? And even to say maybe not necessarily security related or whatever, what sticks out to you?
Well, unfortunately, we've just gone through the fires here in Southern California.
Right. Yeah.
And we have a very large presence in Pacific Palisades, and we have a significant presence in Malibu. And what happened January 7th when the fire started, we literally were helping clients evacuate. I was there, Finn was there, our team was there, and there were some situations with some young families, a lot of different things going on. And in a few instances, we were there to literally and figuratively get them out of harm's way. And, and when I say get them out of harm's way, there was no imminent fire like right around the corner, but they were under strict evacuation orders. No one knew it was in the Highlands. It was coming out, crazy information. And even if you weren't close, the fire was right there. So people were really, very scared. They were scared for their families, for their kids. And that is something that, it's not security, but it's safety, which is the big part of what we do. And we were able to be there for the clients that needed us to help them evacuate. And, they are forever grateful. And we were just very proud to be able to meet that challenge.
Yeah, I think the day that we talked early in January, and you said something about a tree falling on somebody's vehicle at one of your clients' properties, and I was just like, "Oh man!" And I don't even know if that had anything to do with it. But yeah, just those things where it's chaos and you're the calm. If nothing else, whether it's security or just the agent, your team gets to be, I guess, the rock that they get to stand on or get to lean against. That takes that pressure off of them, and and you guys are just and you're built for it. So that's
Well, that story that I told you is interestingly enough, that was one of the families that we helped evacuate. The tree happened a couple hours before anybody knew the fires had started.
oh
And it was right next door to their house. There's a house
wow
under construction. The tree fell. Fortunately, it fell right on a porta potty in the construction. So,
okay
fortunately, no one was in it.
mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, within 90 minutes, we were, getting calls that we need to evacuate.
Yeah,
So it was that's kind of what kicked off, the peril in that neighborhood.
yeah, that well, that was when you told me that. I was like, yeah, well, that's incredible, and you were on your way, or you were there, but either way,
Yes.
you were involved. Like you were there. Hey,
Yeah,
listen, we're
I
here to
was
help.
there. I was there because of the tree, and
Hmm.
then we ended up
Yeah,
evacuating that family and some others.
right. Yeah. Well, that's incredible, and that's something that's definitely something that's huge success. There's multiple stories within that story, so that's awesome. So, we were talking a little bit before we started the chat here on before we got on camera. Why is an event like EP Mixer valuable to a company like Lines for Security? And how does that help? Or how do you engage with other members of, I guess, of the industry, whether professionals of the industry? And with that, let me piggyback right off of that and say, what is it that while you're bringing value to them by sponsoring and being part of it and allowing, you're paying for the food and drinks, right? What are you looking to also get out of the mixers and being part of it?
So let me answer that by the fact that I was able to attend that mixer. I've only been to one,
Right.
and we were a small sponsor at that one,
Hmm.
and I really had no idea what to expect before I went. Really didn't have any expectations. But the reason that we got involved on a higher level sponsorship and want to be involved going forward is we met potential candidates that want to work in the LA area. We met people that flew in from other parts of the country. So, you make relationships with people in other cities, which is very valuable. We met vendors, we met other security companies from other parts of the country. And, our clients, go all over the world. So, you need those relationships in local places, and you never know what city you're going to need a relationship with next.
Hmm.
So, I met some of those people. We met some vendors with some interesting opportunities. There was one company that has an app that helps you identify candidates. It's kind of a unique
Hmm.
situation where you can, uh, it's like an Indeed, but it's more focused to this industry,
Yeah.
and you can match kind of like a dating match. And I hope I'm not explaining it wrong, because the guy has something that I think is very interesting.
Yeah.
So finding those type of situations and not knowing who you're going to meet and being able to liaison with all types of different members of the private security community is extremely valuable to us. The other side is, you speak to other companies, other private security companies, and you learn what they're doing, what their challenges are. Our company's been around, 5 years. The insurance landscape has changed dramatically over those 5 years.
Right.
So, speaking to people about those situations, and it's one of those things that, you have challenges and you have new things that you need to learn every day. And then you meet someone else who's going through the same thing, and it's like, okay, it's not just us, now I'm learning about someone else's experience. So there's a myriad of reasons why this turned out to be really beneficial that evening. And I look forward to, to more opportunities, especially now that I have a better sense of what I'm walking into.
Sure.
It'll make it more productive the next one that I go to, and hopefully I can get to the one in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Well, we're hoping you're there too. That's a an interesting. I like that you look forward to meeting other companies and finding out what they're doing. I think so often we silo ourselves to because I'm good with what I'm doing. You stay over there, or I don't want to invite the competition or things like that. It's just you found clients somehow, so so you have whatever it is that you're trying to protect. Like you're okay, but there's the I always talk about networking being such a learning experience. You're in a room that people are different ages, different genders, different faiths, different or no faith, different just professional backgrounds, upbringings. It's all different, and the perspectives that come out of that room can be can for some people can be life changing. Some will modify how they do their business or what they decide that they're going to do next, or what insurance company do you use, like little just all those things come out of networking. And I personally, I think that's wildly valuable. So
I pride myself on learning every day, not just in business, but in life. I'm always reading, and I have adult daughters in their 20s. I learned a tremendous amount from them, and to be around like-minded professionals, you never know what you're going to learn, and that's super valuable.
it's true. I agree. We'll leave that there. That's perfect. So we're getting kind of close to wrapping up here. What's next for Lines for Security? Anything, projects, expansions, initiatives, anything that you'd like to talk more about before we get through here?
Craig, we've been growing organically through mutual contacts and through word of mouth. We've gone from 0 to 60 very quickly, and we are focused on developing more corporate clients and more of the high net worth clients that we're working with now. That's where our focus is. But driver of that is we're looking for talent. We're looking for good people that are looking for a great place to work where they're valued. We go over and above in terms of our benefits, the way we pay people, the way we pay overtime, the way we pay holidays, like Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, Christmas Day. We pay our employees double time. That's not a requirement. New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve aren't even holidays, but we understand the commitment that they make. So we're looking for people that want to be treated differently and want a good place to work. And we're looking for that higher level of professionalism. So, as we connect with more people that meet that criteria, it fuels our growth.
Well, I love hearing that because this year I'm beating up the schools to get this in front of their alumni, right? And it's not just there that you're going to find people, but those are the people that I have contact with to get people that are looking for work, because it's out there, and there's companies like you, not many, but certainly you are out there trying to take care of your employees, be employee centric so they can be client centric, and everybody wins. So I love that. You are on LinkedIn. Your what in your website? What is your website?
Is lionsforsecurity.com, LIONS, the number 4 security.com.
Right, and contact information, everything's on there to reach out and be in touch with you. Vito, thank you so much for your time. I know that you're a busy guy. I appreciate you taking the time to do this, but also being part of the sponsorship cadre and devoting your time, resources to our effort to get out there and help unify this industry.
And Craig, thank you. We really appreciate being a part of this, and we look forward to growing with you in the coming years.
Great. Thank you so much. Folks, listen, go ahead, get over to EP Mixer, get registered. Again, it's Thursday, April 3rd in Las Vegas at Dave & Buster's. We can't wait to see you. That's all I got. Talk to you real soon.